Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a little update video. I want to get this video done because I want to watch the Ohio State-Purdue game. Ohio State should blow them out, but guys, Tom Brady, what's going on? Is he retiring? Is he not retiring? I'm going to give you guys my hypothesis on the whole situation. So really, the first reports of Brady retiring came out Friday night. Then Adam Schefter dropped his ESPN bomb at about 1 o'clock yesterday during all the college basketball games. Brady, for some reason, got really pissy about it. My hypothesis is Brady wanted to make this crazy announcement that he was retiring without any of the media sites breaking the news. I don't understand why he got so triggered at Schefter reporting it, because there had been, I think CBS had reported on Friday night that Brady was extremely likely to retire, but then Schefter reports it and Brady is not happy. Again, my hypothesis here is Brady wanted it to become a complete secret, and then he would announce it with some video or some culmination that he was retiring. Now we've got some news on this. Tom Brady's dad told K-Ron4, which I guess is a radio outlet, that his son is not retiring and the decision is reportedly still up in the air. Yesterday, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport said that Brady does indeed plan to retire and says the pushback is based on the timing of the news. So Brady, it seems like still clearly is retiring. Pro Football Network sources report that there is a major exodus expected from Tampa Bay following Tom Brady's retirement. So then the other thing, Tom Brady, why would you retire? We know how competitive he is. He's retiring after leading the league in touchdown passes and passing yards, probably finishing second in MVP voting. Why would he retire right now? I think it's a number of reasons. Number one, he really has nothing left to prove. Literally. The one big thing late in Brady's career when he was still on New England was, could you do it without Belichick? He leaves, and what does he do? He wins a title without Belichick. Now he stacked his wide receiver room. He did that, but that's what you should do. I think in a perfect world, based on what we've been told about Brady's competitive fire, if Tom Brady could have it perfect, he would sign with a team like the Colts or a team that's clearly going to be contending next year. The Tampa Bay Bucs roster is a mess. They're losing targets left and right. They're losing Chris Godwin. They already lost Antonio Brown. They're over the salary cap. It's a mess. And Brady's sitting there saying, I don't want to go back to the Bucs. I really don't have anything left to prove. The only thing I would be playing for is rings. The one thing he had left to prove, could he win without Belichick? And he does that, the first year he leaves Belichick. So retiring at this point, he's looking at the Tampa Bay roster and saying it's a complete mess. There's no weapons. I just led the league in touchdown passes, led the league in passing yards. That is truly going out on top. You finish second in, MVP voting, and you retire right after that, that's 100% going out on top. No, he didn't get the ring, but, when you talk about like Peyton Manning winning a ring in his last year, he was really bad in his last year. Once again, that kind of proves that QB wins are kind of meaningless. There were a lot of crazy stats going on yesterday about Brady. This is one. Tom Brady has won 13% of all Super Bowls in history. It's even crazier when you think about possibly, that Eagles Super Bowl where they scored a bunch, but the defense allowed a bunch. And how about the two Giants Super Bowl? They could have won either one of those. So it is crazy. That's the news on Tom Brady. He is retiring. And I think if he had it perfect, he would team hop to a team that's in a better position based on, we've been told with Tom Brady, he has such a crazy competitive fire. Obviously, he's not showing that he's washed at all. He's going to finish second in MVP voting. I think he probably still wants to play, but he's just thinking about his legacy, his career. I don't think he wants to go to all these different teams. And then also, he just wanted to announce his retirement. He wanted to be the one to break his own news and got real pissed off that Schefter broke it on a Saturday afternoon. Now, the other major story, the Vikings actually interviewed Jim Harbaugh last night. So Saturday night, the Vikings are interviewing Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh for their head coaching vacancy. To me, it's crazy what's going on with Jim Harbaugh right now. I thought after breaking through, after beating Ohio State, he would only use that for recruiting momentum, for momentum of the Michigan football program. But it looks like, originally we always hear the offseason rumors with Harbaugh possibly going to the NFL. This one, when these rumors first started coming out, I thought it was for sure just to get a better contract with Michigan, considering he had taken a massive pay cut after the pandemic 2-4 season they had. So I thought he was just going to get more money, re-sign a bigger deal with Michigan, but it drags on, Now he's interviewing for teams. He's interested in the Vegas opening. He's interviewing with the Minnesota Vikings on January 29th. And if you're Michigan or a Michigan fan, you have to feel completely just pissed off about Jim Harbaugh potentially leaving Michigan. It puts you in a position to where you're going to have to hire an interim head coach for 1 year and then go do your coaching search. All the college coaches are already, at their jobs at this point. There's no way you could hire a massive one, or it would be very hard to. So really, just bad news if you're a Michigan fan. Very surprising. You would think after beating Ohio State, there's more life into that program, and they did play a completely uncompetitive game in their playoff game against Georgia. They got destroyed basically from the first quarter, but still, you beat Ohio State, you break through, you win the Big Ten. Really surprising. I guess Jim Harbaugh just likes coaching in the NFL. Maybe he doesn't like recruiting. He's tired of it. He has been at Michigan for, I think, 7 years now. So yeah, maybe he does truly want to go back, and I still would say probably Vegas, the favorite for Jim Harbaugh, would be a very interesting fit for with the Minnesota Vikings. They do have two really good receivers. The quarterback position, Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. Kind of a question mark, though. How old is Cousins? What does his contract look like? One other thing I quickly wanted to say about Tom Brady. This is what his agent said right after, I believe, the Schefter news. I understand the advanced speculation about Tom's future without getting into the accuracy or inaccuracy of what's being reported. Tom will be the only person to express his plans with complete accuracy. He knows the realities of the football business and planning calendar as well as anybody, so that should be soon. So once again, that goes to the point where it sounds like Tom Brady was just pissed that Adam Schefter broke this story. Again, this was a story that was already percolating. Probably even on Thursday night was when I think I first saw it. There were reports saying that Tom Brady, this dude's done. He's retiring. Now, sure, Adam Schefter completely broke it, and that's what got Brady pissed. He wanted to probably do some sort of video on social media or something talking about announcing his retirement, and now Schefter breaks it. Brady says, oh, you know what? I'm not actually retired yet. You can't do that. He's pissed. He can't announce his own retirement. Brady is retiring. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Aaron Rodgers stuff. I'm trying not to overreact. I'm really trying not to right now with Aaron Rodgers, but it keeps getting worse and worse. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reports that there is, quote, cautious optimism that Aaron Rodgers stays with the Packers for 2022. I came out with a video yesterday titled Aaron Rodgers Might Be Dumber Than I Thought. And this, if Aaron Rodgers with the Green Bay Packers and how overrated their front office is, if Aaron Rodgers, you've got one chance. Peyton Manning did it. Tom Brady did it. You stay with a certain team, and then you say that team, that roster is currently not built for me to win. Peyton Manning, coming off a major surgery, looked at that Colts roster and said, they do not have the players in place to win within the next 3 years. I'm old. I have to go win now. Tom Brady did the same thing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, transferring from New England. They had no receivers. He goes to the Bucs with Chris Godwin. Mike Evans wins a ring. Aaron Rodgers, please, for the love of God, leave Green Bay. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm telling Green Bay, you drafted my replacement in the first round when you could have gotten me another good receiver. You drafted my replacement. Play my replacement. You drafted him in the first round. Why do people want Aaron Rodgers to stay with the Green Bay Packers? It makes no sense. There are three very elite options, and one of them does require Davante Adams signing. But if the Colts get Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers should go there immediately. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, again, I said this yesterday. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm taking control of my future, and I'm telling the Colts, listen, sign Davante Adams. I'll sign tomorrow if you get Davante Adams. Seriously. The Cleveland Browns need some receivers, but that's an elite, talented roster. Same thing with Pittsburgh. Very elite and very talented. Denver might need a little bit of work, but they do have young, good receivers and a solid defense and a good young running back. So there are options out there for Aaron Rodgers to go to. This is just, these are just reports. You don't want to overreact to them. But the idea of Aaron Rodgers re-signing with the Green Bay Packers is just ridiculous. One other thing I want to mention before I forget about it. How pissed off is Big Ben Roethlisberger at this point. Oh my good, Big Ben Roethlisberger. Nobody's gonna give a crap about his retirement. His Hall of Fame ceremony. I'm almost thinking Big Ben is probably thinking, what if I unretired? Was just kind of a backup next year and then retired, because it's just like, you retire the same year as Tom Brady. When the Hall of Fame comes around, when the ceremony comes around in 5 years, when you get inducted, it's almost like he shouldn't want to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, because Tom Brady is just going to take over everything if Tom Brady does indeed retire, which, once again, guys, my hypothesis, Brady wanted to come out with some sort of video or something, announcing his retirement. Schefter stole his thunder, so Brady got pissy and said, oh, I haven't retired yet. That's what I think happened. Brady is retiring. There's no way Adam Schefter would report that, and it would be wrong. There's no way. You can say what you want about Adam Schefter. Yeah, he's got some things wrong, but you're at ESPN, you're reporting Tom Brady is retiring. It's clear they got some sort of signal to where this is happening, and Brady just got pissed that they reported it before he could make his own announcement on it. So that's the situation there. Guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.